This is going to go over jumping down and landing, which is a precursor to a lot of the plyometric stuff we're going to do. So I want to make sure you can see my feet as I go through this. Now you'll notice that my feet are pretty flat. My arches collapse quite a bit. So someone like myself is going to maybe have a tendency when I push off or land for my knees to want to cave in. So I really want to focus, especially as I'm doing this initially, on my knee position. When I go to jump or when I go to land, I want to focus on not letting my knees cave in, which my personally flat feet are going to encourage to happen. So starting off at the bottom of a flight of stairs, right? I want to see how I'm able to control landing. So when I come down to land, ideally I'll land toes first, and I will slowly control, and then as my feet flatten out, rather than staying on my toes and having like an abrupt pause here, I want to let myself kind of transition down onto my feet into a little bit of like a sitting into a chair position. So I'll do it a couple times and I may slow it down. So as I come down, I want to keep both feet together and I want to very slowly toes to heels, right? Once again, show you my hairy legs here. So same thing. I'm landing both feet at the same time, toes to heels, right? And I'm trying to land as softly as I can, so I don't want to hear this loud noise, right? The other thing that people will typically do is they'll land and they'll kind of stay on their toes and their heels never hit the ground, right? So I also don't want to have that abrupt force that stops. I want to try and cushion or decelerate that motion as much as I can, right? So once again, coming down. Also worth thinking about as you are jumping off the step, a lot of people when they go initiate that jump, they same thing, want to cave in. So I also want to make sure I think knees apart, okay? Not that, right? So going through, knees apart, landing toe to heel, okay? Now if that's going well, and I may do that somewhere in like the minimum of 8 but maximum of 20 times, I'm going to start to transition into landing on one foot. So same idea, right? I'm going to jump with both feet, and let's say I start off thinking about my right foot. So all the same, knees apart. Okay, and I want to try and stick the landing as much as I can. So same idea, feet apart. Okay, and I like as long of a pause there as I can get, 3 to 5 seconds. Show you on my left leg, same concept, knees apart. Okay. And it is okay, that, you know, I lost my balance there. It's okay to struggle a little bit. The big thing is as you do it, you want to try and really think about, one, that soft landing. You can only think about doing so much stuff, but especially as we start moving faster, my common cue is soft, less noise, right? If you can think about less noise, you don't really have to think about toe to heel. That's what automatically will make this quieter, right? Or single leg, okay? So obviously to make this harder, I would go to gradually higher positions, right? I could go to 2 stairs. Same thing, as I go to a higher position, I'm going to come right back to doing 2 feet together. So I'll see once again how I feel, jumping down, and then I would progress from here to the single leg landing. Third phase to this, right? So if we think about phase 1 as being both feet together, cushion. If we think about phase 2 being single leg, phase 3 would be actually adding a little bit of a rebound jump, okay? So that goes right along with starting with 2 feet and then going to single again. So once I get really good at cushioning the landing, and I do that a few times, I don't have any of my symptoms, I feel like I'm doing a good job with that soft landing, then coming into a land jump, okay? Because a lot of times when we do land, we're getting ready to move or transition or go somewhere else. So the last piece to this would be doing all of these different positions and then going into the 2-foot jump, okay? So 3 things, the basic fundamental concepts remain the same.